with an Isery though. You feel me? Nah.
Nah.
They're gonna be checking. Nigga, but why I keep fucking up? Fuck, bitch.
Okay, watch this. Bullet so big out this 50, try to dodge this. My stick. Nigga, stop it. All these guns these niggas glorifying, they ain't drop shit, pop shit. Surfing through your block where the killers at. Nerves kicking, heart racing, trying to kill a man. Gang banging, chain swinging, 2 GZ. And bitch, I'm about to bag like DB, this is easy. Any coat, I'm the 211 general. And any bitch I ever knock was a centerfold. Bust it open, pop pussy for a buck hole. And I can never captain save, I'm a cutthroat. Chopper blow, huff and puff, spin a nigga round. Headshot, next shot, sit a nigga down. Clip empty, reload, send another round. That was on the house, nigga. Everything I do is for the gang, yeah. I done took a O for the gang, yeah. I promise I'ma go for the gang, yeah. They already know that we dangerous. I ain't afraid to no nigga, no. Shit, we been stuck in a wall. In the trenches, it get cold. I think my heart got froze.
Hey yo, turn the bass up.
Man, what's good? Y'all tapping into another episode of Urban Moguls with B. Right here, we dropped the most game. Today, we got a real special guest. Before we get into that, I need y'all to hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell, and tell somebody about it. You feel me? We right here with a real special guest. He goes by the name of Allybo. Hell yeah. What's up, bro?
What's up with the love on?
Shit. Go ahead and let the people know where you from, what you do, and what's your ethnicity.
I'm from South Pakistan, which is South Hayward, California. It's in the East Bay. You know what I mean? I'm Puerto Rican. You know, I do the little music shit, but you know, other than that, man, you know, just a real nigga. Ordinary real nigga, man, on my mama.
Let me ask you something, man.
What's in it?
What's the heart of the Bay?
South Hayward, California,
South Hayward.
man.
Okay, I had to make
and
sure.
they can Google that, though.
That's what I heard. I heard other people saying other shit.
You can Google it. They can Google that shit. Heart of the Bay is Hayward, California, man. Pakistan.
Hell yeah.
That's where it's at.
Right on. So, growing up in South Hayward, man, your era was a lot different from the era nowadays, right?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, just let the people know, man, what was it like growing up in South Hayward, your era?
Back then, bro, I'm saying back then like I'm 50 years old. But
I'm BC.
But yeah, on me. But it was different, bro. Everything was on principle and respect back then. You know what I mean? Like, back then it was cool. Like, our dream back then was really to get it and get out the hood.
Right.
Now you get out the hood now, and the niggas talk bad on you and all the shit. You feel me? That was the goal back then, was to get out of this bitch.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, you get out of this bitch now, you go soft, and you this, and you that, like, it's ass backwards. But that's the little niggas, that's why I beat all you niggas up too. Quote that.
Shit. Well, yeah, man. Growing up out there, obviously you sound kind of rough and whatnot. What was your household like? How many people you had in your household? Who was in your household? Mom, dad, brother, sister, or what?
I came in and out of foster homes. My stepmom had took me from the foster homes. My pops was still in prison at the time. So, you know, she played a big part. My mom was in prison at the time too. So it was rough. Growing up with stepbrothers you didn't know, and then, you know, but they gained me up. Like, they were still from the same section, so it was big time.
You was bounced around in Hayward, in the foster home?
I was out on 2-5 in Connecticut in the projects in Potrero Hill.
Connecticut?
That's Frisco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Potrero Hill,
Yeah.
the Frisco projects, Potrero Hill. We was on Deuce 5 in Connecticut. And then I was in West Oakland and Dogtown for a little bit. Stepmoms came to rescue me, you know. Brought me to a home full of motherfuckers. We used to get raided by the rollers all the time. I think Gang Task knew me before I was even him like that. Before I was Allybo, when I was a little Al. So, you know, it's big time.
Hell yeah. So your neighborhood, what was the ethnicity? You know, what was most of the people surrounding you?
It was mostly African Americans where I'm from. I'm from Manning, Versailles, the whole Helltown section.
Right.
A lot of African Americans, but it's a lot of Latinos too. Probably Mexicans and blacks, really. But if you drive through South Hayward and you pull in and you make a right on Pompano, it's a big Puerto Rican flag, Cuban flag, you know, Jamaican flag, Haitian flag, Mexican flag. So we got, a little bit of everything over there, but where I'm from, it was mostly Mexicans and blacks. And
what's that like for the people that don't know what it's like for, you know, kind of integrated, you know, both different cultures? I mean, they got a bunch of similarities, right?
Oh, 100%.
Shit, you know
100%.
What was that like?
To me, it was natural,
yeah.
You know, because I came from, when I was on, I done moved from Dixon to Manning to Huntwood, and that's all the same area.
Gotcha.
So everything was the same over there. It was either African American or Mexican. It was a lot of Puerto Ricans too. I'm Puerto Rican, so there's a lot of Puerto Ricans, Cubans. It was, I mean, that shit felt like home to me.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Hell yeah.
You know.
Yeah, so you going through the whole motion and whatnot. What siblings, were you bouncing around with them, or were you going through this shit separately by yourself?
So I had my little sister Nicole. She was, we was both sent to a foster home, and we got separated. And she's like the only sibling I have that got the same mom and the same dad.
Right.
So when she left, that was like heartbreaking. Not so much because, you know what I mean, because I missed her, but because I was worried. I did miss her though, but I'm saying, but I was worried because she was a girl, and you know that was big time. But come to find out, my auntie picked her up, and she was out of there while I was still in there, and that was cool with me. Like that was okay with me to know that she was safe, because I knew I could, you know what I mean, fend for myself type shit.
Yeah, shit, man, I had that same similarity, man. Foster, my brother got took from his aunt first. You feel me? And I was stuck there just waiting to get picked up. You
That's
feel
big
me?
time. You know,
Yeah.
Motherfucker feel lonely, but at the same time, like, we can buckle down and get it in type shit, you know? So
Hell yeah.
it's all good.
I know this next question's a little touchy. You mentioned you had two brothers. I know, you know, unfortunately, you know, situations happen when you out there in the streets, or I don't know if they was in the streets. But you know, they got killed. I don't know how did that affect you? You know, how were you able to bounce back from, you know, or dealing with all the emotions?
Nah, you'll never bounce back, folks. Like, you know what I mean? It should never be okay with me. But at the same time, like, I think now that I'm done with all the legal shit, you know what I mean, as far as courts and the police and everything, now that I'm able to wiggle how I want to wiggle, I jump into this music on behalf of them. Like Jakey, that's my baby brother. He's the baby of the family, the youngest son. I actually got another little brother named Ricky. He in Atlanta, I never even met him yet. But Jakey, he was killed in, I believe, November 2015. So that was big time for me. Like, that shit fucked me up, bro. That's my baby brother, and he was with all that shit, but I try to keep him out the streets.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he was killed, unfortunately, you know, on some shit that had nothing to do with him, but he was a real nigga, so I can see why anybody would want him gone, because, you know, that's what the suckers, they feed off that shit. And then Teddy, he's really my little cousin.
Okay.
But he's more like my brother, my son.
We all got some cousins like that.
He more like my brother, my son type shit. Everywhere I lived, he lived. Every you know, clothes, still all my clothes, all my shit. That was my first child like that. I love that nigga to death, and he was a boy.
Hell yeah.
And they took him because, you know, he was just too much to handle for niggas, man.
Yeah.
And it'll never sit right. None of that'll never sit right, but at the same time, like, they the ones who pushed me into the music.
Oh, okay.
I was too busy with other shit, and they like, do this, do that, and I'm like, man, fuck that.
So the music was somewhat of a getaway to manage the pain.
100%, 100%. You know, you can cry on the beat,
Yeah.
It's hard for you to cry in public because the motherfucker judge you or think you weak
Right.
or whatever the case is, and you know, that shit's just a way to cope with the pain, bro.
Hell yeah.
It is what it is.
Man, well, you know, I send my condolences for sure.
Appreciate
So, you know, you being in and out of the streets, dealing with all the BS of the court and all that shit. You got kids, bro, and I know, you know, one of your kids is locked up.
I got 8 kids.
God damn. I ain't know that.
Yeah, I got 8, man.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, but you know, I know all your kids mean something to you, right?
100%.
But you know, you being in and out of the streets, your kid going through the same similar situations that you went through growing up. How does that affect you, man? And how do you keep him positive through it all?
Man, that shit, it's so hard, bro. Like Lil Ally, free Lil Ally too, mate, coming home.
Hell
You know,
yeah.
make sure y'all ready for him. You know, he facing big shit, but it's looking good for September of this year. He go to the board, so we gonna see what it do, but I just, you know, I told him, this shit for real, bro. This street shit is for real. So if you gonna play, it's consequences, and he knows his consequences, and he stood on his. He did what he had to do, and he did his time, and hopefully he come home.
Hell yeah.
You know, sooner
You
than
gonna
later.
come home? Hell yeah.
But that should've fuck you up when it's your kid, cause you don't never know love until you really have a child. You feel me? So it's different. It'll change your life. It'll change your whole aspect.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be better right now, so when he come home, he can see a motherfucker better, and he can maybe, you know, feed off that and know that there's hope out here.
Hell yeah. How do you think the streets molded you, you know, when it comes to life, you know, and having to maneuver around through certain obstacles while dealing with the streets and trying to just be in daddy mode type shit, you know what I mean?
Man, that shit'll numb you. I promise. That shit'll numb you. Like, that's how I feel. You know, when I've been at home a lot more than I've ever been in my life right now. Thanks to my new wife, you know what I mean? She kind of molded me. Took me to church for the first time, little shit like that. Like, it's big time, bro.
That's what it takes sometimes.
Yeah, I promise you, that's what it is.
Every king need a queen, man.
That's it. Like she molded me, and you know, she done made me grow a little bit. So that's big time for me. Like
that's how you know she a keeper.
On
They
me,
push you
period.
to that limit to
on
be a
me.
greater version of
I
you.
promise, I kill one of you niggas over this bitch. On my mama. But anyways, yeah.
Allegedly.
Nah, yeah, it's big time. Like, you just gotta buckle down, bruh. Cause
Yeah.
there's more out there than just this.
Yeah.
Like, when you growing up out there, that's all you know is this. But
Right.
it's other shit, bro. So, you know, you just gotta adjust and adapt to different shit, and it's hard. It's hard to adapt to shit, but eventually time heals everything. You gonna
Right.
adapt and find your place in every molding. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
What would you say the trenches, the hood needs in your section specifically to help kids, you know, choose a different route? You know what I mean? Because, you know, it's hard growing up in the hood, man. You see so
100%.
many things, and you just a product of your own environment. And you might get lucky if you're able to slither through the cracks and make it out.
100%. I mean, they need a daddy out there. You know what I mean? It's a lot of absent fathers out there. You know what I mean? So I had my daddy, but at the same time he was absent. He was there, but he wasn't there.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? I never learned how to throw a ball or hoop or anything from him. It was more of, you know what I mean, structure on the streets, how to survive.
Yeah.
So motherfucker need a real father out there.
So you think they need more hands-on, like, recreational sports around there, or like the,
Everything,
you know,
all
Boys
that.
and Girls Club? In the
All
middle
that.
of the
100,
hood?
we got a couple of those in the hood, but you know, you niggas gotta be there, man. Y'all can't be absent.
Yeah.
These kids need you, bruh. That's what it is, 100%.
Lead by
Need guidance, that part.
Yeah. Real quick before we close this part.
Oh, and God.
Yeah.
Don't let me forget that. You
God
motherfuckers need God
Yeah.
on everything. If there ain't nothing you put your trust and your hope into, man, do that.
Hell
That's
yeah.
it.
Before we close this out, yo, food go crazy, man.
Oh, man.
I swear to God, every time I be looking at your story, you be posting crazy shit. I'm like, bro, do he really be making this? Or
Yeah.
what? Can you go ahead and talk about that, man? Well, how you get inspired to start cooking or making your own food, and do you plan on taking it somewhere with that talent?
100%. Well, first of all, I've been a father for a very long time. You know what I mean?
Kids, I can only
yes.
imagine.
So that's why I really got into the cooking. I always wanted to say, like, if my kids ever say anything about me, they could say, like, when they wake up, Daddy made them breakfast, or before they went to sleep, Daddy made them dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's big to me, because I didn't have that.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do that first and foremost, and then I just started getting good at shit. Like, I feel like,
Was you watching like YouTube channel or like reading
all
books
kinds
or
of
what?
shit. Yeah, I did the books. I did books. Before there was all the YouTube and shit, we was on books. And then after that, you know, just cultures. Like, different cultures got so many good food, and I'm inspired by all that, and I love to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just start whipping, and it's big, and I'm looking to open up a restaurant. I'm not gonna say where or when, but it's real soon, and it's coming towards y'all, and y'all just be ready.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. Y'all heard of Goon with the Spoon? Go check his stuff out, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Don't sleep. I've been thinking about opening a little food page on a little Instagram and shit, but I've been shy on it, blood. I'm gonna just wait a little bit, but 100% it's in the works.
Hell yeah, man. Well, look, man. Y'all have it right there. Go hit that subscribe button,
Yes,
that
sir.
like button,
Yes,
that
sir.
notification bell, and leave a comment at your own will, man. Y'all tapping into Urban Moguls B. Right here, we drop the most game. Let's go.